Welcome to ShiftOS Byte-sized update, not dev update, but Byte-sized update number 1, where I'll frequently post anything that has been working on ShiftOS from the ground up. So basically what I have been working on is, well, the new code right here. Well, no, the old code, the ShiftOS revival, the old version, is going to be discontinued because basically how messy the code was that at the point I cannot really read my own code. So yeah, I am going to reset the whole development and focusing more on how the code will be environmentally friendly for me to read and re-look at the code, to revisit the code, and in order to make it more dynamic rather than embedded or something like that. So right now the old code or the old source code is going to be, well, is already being archived, but if you want to fork it, if you want to like re-implement it in any way, you're more than welcome to, because the ShiftOS main idea is inspired by Philip Adams and Michael Shifter and any other people who have been working on. And right now we're going to shift, yes, that's not a pun, we're gonna shift into the new code. So right now in the master branch, it is not happening right there. There's not much have been working on, but if you want to switch to quick phase right now, there has been a lot of work recently. Well, recently I've committed the new commit, which have several fixes on the overall game and the added console behavior. So if you want to like get more updates, more frequently update, go check out quick phase or go to release. And here we are going to the 0.0.1 build 3 right there if you want to build yourself, and you're more than welcome to. But it's not really going to be the most stable build that you're gonna experience, and because this is going to be a development reset basically, everything is going to be a very slow development. Yes, the likely reason why is because I have college life, I have internship at college, and I have so many real life like business, like, yeah, let's just say business. I have so many real life business going on that prevents me to update more frequently. But at least right now you have quick phase branch that just gets all the stuff that's new and you got to experience it yourself. Okay, so with this channel going forward, yeah, I'll still left the dev update, the 0.2.5 and 0.2.6. I'm going to rename it later to ShiftOS Revival, the deprecated one. And I'm going to post frequently about the more updated, like bite-sized update of the rewritten code. And when's the dev update going to be like created? Well, when 0.0.1 is finally going to be ready. Yes, it's going to take a lot of time, but well, that's just how development works, mate. Okay, so we're gonna go to Visual Studio right now, and I've already like have several concepts of the upcoming rewritten of ShiftOS. So I'm going to demo it right now. And there we go. Yeah, there's going to be this form right here is going to still in the game when I just going to debug some of the function, like button for buttoning, multi-threading test. Yes, that's going to be a thing because it efficiently going to is going to assign multiple tasks across multiple threads in order to not junk it into a single thread or process. And that's the issue of several features like the old version, like the zip feature and the I don't know, like several features that in the old version is having several issues because it runs on a single process with a single thread. Okay, let's go to the actual things that I've been working on. So feature menu right here, it is still like an early it's still early concept, it's still mock menu, let's just say that. And there's the feature banner. The menu, the main menu is not going to be a far off design from the old one, but I'm going to take several changes and make it more like hackery or modern, like postmodern cyberpunk type of theme. And currently that I've been implemented is just the way that this works. There's going to be build list right here because it's in development stage, and the ShiftOS name, and right now it has the description of things that you're going to do. Okay, so if I hover over start game, start a new or existing game session, so it is going to be like, I took the inspiration from Half-Life, I think, when hovering over, like, I don't know, like, in myself, I take inspiration from Half-Life menu. So yeah. Okay, so start game, load game, settings, about, and exit. So if you take a look at the description right here, when I hover over it, it uses both English and Indonesian language. The reason why is because I'm going to test multi-language support, the actual multi-language support in this game. So I'm going to like lay so many foundations of the game functionality and the engine of the game basically, and whenever I deemed it functionally or physically ready, I'm going to implement several of the gameplay mechanics. So right now it is going to just, yeah, that one, like if you want to play around, yeah, this is just this is just basically what game is for you. Start game, load game, settings, about, and exit. And when I click settings, there it is, the setting. It's still work in progress, and language, yeah, it's just slang and English and Spanish. Okay, so right now, if we're gonna start game, there you go, you're brought to the terminal, or specifically console running terminal. So it is going to be nothing in here. If you wanna like run, even though it says user at ShiftOS, there's still nothing in it. If you wanna type this, that, and you still delete all that, you still can freely tinker around the text box. So there's gonna be nothing in here. When you like download the source code out of the box, you're gonna greet with this, like nothing in it. But if we're going to stop the debug and we're gonna go to console underscore debug functions, and there is a properties or boolean called console is debug, which, okay, right now I'm going to comment, like, this is the advantage of the current code. I'm going to comment all the code because previous one that I didn't code, that's why I didn't understand all the code that I've written. So this is debug function, like, acts as a check if the console is going to be debugged or not, because previously we're not debugging it, like it's just going to, okay, this is console, deal with it. But if you're gonna go to true, which will switch so many things, so if we're gonna build, and here we go, future menu and start game, there we go, we have several functions in here. We're gonna have headers, so this, the maximum amount of lines that headers are allowed is 3, where the whereas the footer that has a limit of 2. So these two are headers and footers. This is all supported in ShiftOS, the old version, but right now in this new version I'm going to restructure of how it works, because previously how headers and footers works is just dependent on which program it is running. So there's no universal control center of headers and footers. Yes, a lot of the changes in the new base is going to be under the hood changes, but this is a crucial way to restructure ShiftOS into a better and more stable game. Okay, so there are several debug panel, like there are buttons. If you toggle full screen, okay, so this can be in maximize, minimize, and just restore. This is how debug works. If you toggle full screen, there's the full screen. And yeah, it's still the same, like you just ShiftOS. You can still change this to thingy at computer and whatever it is right there. And well, there are several functions like multi-language test. Like when I click this terminal is in English, and if I use Indonesian, this terminal is in Indonesian language. So that's pretty nice. And there's something that hasn't been available yet, such as multicolor test. This hasn't been implemented yet, but the way that it works is still to be added. And apparently, this is about it in the ShiftOS Byte-sized update number 1. So there's not much thing going on in like from the surface. It's not really that much going on. But if you take a look at the code, there are several things that I'm going to lay the foundation upon, such as going to assign what fonts and like what are things that are going to be added. And yeah, apparently that really is just something that I'm going to go on for the past, I don't know, like next month or next semester. So 0.0.1 is going to be available in such a long time, because considering that I'm going to do a very cleaning code as clean as possible. Well, if you want to follow more development, be sure to join the ShiftOS Discord server. Yes, it is going to be reactivated in some way, and there are still nothing, like, there's not much discussion, but, well, there's going to be a whole lot of development right now. So, if you want to see more, check out the Discord server, and I'll see you in the next Byte-sized update of ShiftOS, the revival.